This video is proudly sponsored by Gamersgate. Download games anytime, anywhere. Visit Gamersgate.com.
Synchronizing your latest news. It seems all but inevitable that we will have HD versions of any and all popular adventure game franchises. For now, Leisure Suit Larry is joining the likes of Monkey Island by getting the old HD remastering. Al Lowe, the mind behind the franchise's glory days, meaning not box office bust, and Replay Games are working on a modernization of the original Land of the Lounge Lizards adventure. In addition, Replay is distributing an untitled new game in the series set for Q4 2012, to be developed by Adventure Mob. No release date has been announced for Leisure Suit Larry and the Land of the Lounge Lizards HD. Once again, the PSP's lukewarm reception in the West blocks a promising game from its shores. Hiroshi Sino, Sega's team manager of console sales, recently gave an interview in Singapore where he stated that poor sales of Valkyria Chronicles 2 were the reason behind the decision not to localize Valkyria Chronicles 3 Unrecorded Chronicles in the West, both games available only on Sony's handheld. When asked whether the title could be localized for sale over the PlayStation Network, Sino said the topic is planned to be brought up the next time the Sega team meets with Sony. And speaking of Sony, Philip Reitinger, Sony's recently installed Chief Information Security Officer, posted a message on the European PlayStation blog responding to the shutdown of around 93,000 accounts. The threat being that Reitinger and staff had, quote, detected attempts on Sony Entertainment Network, PlayStation Network, and Sony Online Entertainment Network services to test a massive set of sign-in IDs and passwords against the network database, unquote. Such an act is usually an indication that the affected accounts were hacked, especially since most of the tests done for said accounts had mismatched password and usernames. Only a fraction of the temporarily locked accounts have shown activity since being shut down, and Reitinger was quick to emphasize the complete safety of any associated credit card information. Any PSN account holders affected by the lockdown will be receiving an email with links to a password reset and account reactivation process. Rockstar recently announced that it will be celebrating Grand Theft Auto 3's 10th anniversary by porting the seminal work onto iOS and Android devices. The sandbox crime drama, originally released on the PS2 in 2001, is being made available for higher-end models like the iPad 2, iPhone 4S, Samsung Galaxy S2, and Samsung Galaxy Tab, with an expected release later this fall. A price point has yet to be determined. And finally this week, despite one of the worst initial receptions we've ever seen for an MMO, a year being free-to-play and a ground-up re-engineering has made way for Square Enix's announcement that plans to port Final Fantasy XIV over to the PS3 are still on track. The latest batch of fixes and patches, a quote, Final Fantasy XIV Online version 2.0, unquote, is expected to be released sometime in Q4 2012. Square will offer another free trial for the game on PC, which will restart monthly subscriptions next month, and a closed beta on the PS3 during this quote-unquote reboot phase.